This next video probably isn't going to be able to get everything that I want to do for this slide or the previous slide. So let's just take it piece by piece. First thing I want to do is name ranges, because I'm going to use those ranges in my formulas just by using that name instead of having to put in a cell range. So let's take this column all the way down here and let's name it. So I'm going to right click on that, select the column, not the whole column, but the data that I want. I'm going to right click on that area and I'm going to define the name. And I'm going to call it, be aware that when you name ranges they can't have spaces in them. So you can use an underscore, things like that, but not a space. So I'm going to call this days. How's that for a pretty interesting name? And I'm going to hit OK. So now I'll see it up here. When I click on that drop down, I'll see days. If I were over here and I selected days, it would automatically go to that range. Then I'm going to select this one, and it's very interesting how much I spend as the days go by. I seem to be spending $1 more than the day before every day. I have no idea why I do that. Right click, define name, and it's already in there for me, spent. Hit OK. Now I'm going to use those ranges in one of the formulas I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get, let's say I want to find out how much do I spend total on Mondays. Not average, but total. So I'm going to select the cell and I'm going to create a formula. Formulas all begin with the equal sign, and it's going to say SUMIF parentheses, and it'll give you a hint here, and I'm actually pointing to it with my hand, which doesn't help you. SUMIF, and it will say what range are you talking about that you want it to sum. The actual range I'm going to sum, or that's the sum range, but the range I'm going to be looking up and searching is the one called days. See, and it selected that. So days, comma, and what is the criteria? If in that list of days it finds a Monday, which is to the left, then I'm going to want it to sum all the values in column G that are associated with a Monday. So another comma, and then the sum range is called spent. Close bracket, enter, and it gives me a $62. Now I'm going to go ahead and format this for the same dollar amounts. Interestingly enough, if I drag this down, it's going to use the formula and look over here to the left. Instead of looking for Monday, the next one down is going to look how much do I spend on Tuesdays? How much did I spend on Tuesdays? So let's try that and bring it all the way down. And there you go. It's showing me how much I spent on total on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on. Just for fun, if I say average amount spent, that's another formula. I'll say equals, select that cell. Sorry, no. Before I do that, I have to do AVERAGE bracket that divided by, let's see, how many days are we talking about? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 4 times 7 is 28, so divided by 28. And I get my average. Again, I'm going to want the same format. So I don't think that's correct.